Good morning, Han. Thanks for being with us. Nice to see you. We'll wait for a couple of folks to hop on here. I'm expecting a smaller group than normal as we change the day. Of course, sometimes when you change the date, people aren't available when you reschedule it.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Is Han, am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, it's Han. Han.
Good. Thank you, Han. I wanted to make sure I said it right.
Yeah, I speak Chinese,
Yeah,
Chinese, and English. Native language is Chinese.
I see. Got it. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you don't understand what I was saying, just I'll repeat.
No, perfectly okay. I've met an awful lot of people from China and I speak Japanese. I lived in Japan, and so I'm used to people from other places. So
Oh,
I'm glad you're with
wonderful.
us today.
Oh, I Japanese was my minor. The language, but after I took test, and then it's just gone so fast that I don't, many years ago, I don't speak any right now.
I see. Well,
So,
language is a skill. If you don't use it, you lose it. It's true.
right, exactly. So have you been to China?
I've never been to China. Nope. I've been to Japan, I've been to Korea, but never been to China.
Oh yeah, that's I have never been to Korea nor Japan. So the pets, when you fly, then you sometimes just stop there at the airport, and it's supposed to be. I mean, I know Japan, very neat and clean city.
That's
So
true.
for sure. Yeah. How many years did you spend there?
I spent a couple of years there when I was younger, and I've been back many times. And my wife is Japanese, so I was actually just there last week for a couple of weeks for business.
Oh, wonderful. So
Been there many times.
so she's here now, right? Most of the
Correct.
time. Yeah. Japan is a beautiful place. I heard a lot from a client from, oh. That's
Yes.
good. Yeah. So we changed the date to today from yesterday.
Correct. I apologize. We had a problem with Zoom yesterday. We could not initiate the call, and I'm not sure what happened. We've had a couple of Zoom problems this week, and we're not really sure why it's happening. We've been working with the Zoom people, and hopefully it won't happen again, but we apologize for the inconvenience.
I am happy because I could not make it yesterday. And then today when I click, I said, did I remember wrong? That's supposed to be yesterday. Maybe and
Correct.
that's cool. Yeah.
Technically, it's a makeup call today. Correct. We
Yeah.
will continue on the Wednesday schedules. Now, I want to say hello to, is it Jermine or Jermine? How do you say that, please?
Jermaine.
Jermine, thank you. Okay, great. Well, thank you for being with us, Jermine. Welcome. Sorry for the problem yesterday. Glad you can make it today.
No problem at all.
So it looks like we're going to have a small group today, which I expected. You know, when you change the schedule, you never know if people are able to attend or not. I wanted to just explore a couple of the things that Chirag talked about on Tuesday regarding dealing with buyers after the sale. And I'm just curious for the two of you, do you both believe that you are servicing people after the sale according to your own expectations and standards? Or do you feel that that's something you could do better?
Of course, we should do it better because I know I have to do a lot and I don't know why I cannot do it. I know there is an action plan, there is an email available, just I need to push the button and send it, and I don't push the button. It is easy but not simple. I don't know why I'm not doing that. Even the social media, I cannot do it. I'm very good in to sale, to communicate with the customers, but when it come to a follow up and all these things, I'm zero.
I see. All right, thank you.
So
And how about you?
I'm sorry. I was away for a sec. And so what was the question?
The question is, do you feel that you serve your buyer clients after the sale as well as you would like to? Or do you feel you don't do that as well as you'd like?
I do pretty big portion of my transactions, post transactions.
Okay.
Yeah, keep with the as you just mentioned to you. Um, a lot of my clients are not local and do not speak English.
Mm-hmm.
And then and also some people just they either buy it as a primary residence, but they cannot make it, or investment properties.
Mm-hmm.
So either and then or even if they live here, right? Some primary residents, as they when they purchased that, the purpose was to buy as a primary residence, but they could not. So they are overseas and no language. I mean the just barrier, and
Mm-hmm.
or even if they reside here, due to the all new you're a stranger and to the U.S. to the Western culture. So and it is a very large portion, and I would take care of them. Overwhelmed. And but how? I mean, sometimes I'm struggling with this, and that's just timing. I would love to serve them as much as I can. People trust you, you build a relationship, they give you referrals. So, and I need guidance on that too. So, and that overall, yeah.
Thank you. So let me ask, what are one or two things that you do currently for those clients that you believe really leads to successful referrals or successful relationship over time? What are one or two specific actions that you take that you think are especially valuable there?
Okay. When they, I think mainly just when they need help for a lot, just so many things due to the language barrier.
Yeah.
Right, and then it's just when they need contract information, you have to schedule with them. You have to even go to the help. Put this way, that when they need help, you try your best to help them. Right, that's one thing, and also the second thing is I s- I help I hold events and group, so just keep connection with them and grow the crowd. um so then I guess two things that what I
Got it.
post at
So
work.
events, many people say are very, very useful. Of course, they can be expensive, but they
Yeah.
don't have to be. Jermaine, do you ever have any events for your current clients or past clients?
No, never.
I see. And have you ever thought about doing that before?
I thought, but I didn't know how to do it. And also I'm thinking how I will gather people. They don't know each other and they are from different backgrounds. So I felt it's little bit I thought maybe I can send a gift or I can send like whatever they go to restaurant.
Yes.
I send them like a gift, but I gather these people from different background. I felt it's how it will work because they are completely different. American, Nigerian, Egyptian,
Yeah.
they cannot come together. They cannot get together. Or if I heard once, I can get like a movie theater so that they come and watch movie. So this
Yeah.
okay. They would watch movie. They don't need to interact with each other.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Yeah, I can understand how it might be challenging with people who are from very different backgrounds. I work with so many people from different places of the world. I recognize how different those cultural points of view are. On the other hand, people have common interests. People from different countries might like wine, or they might like movies, or they all might have families. And so there may be some ways to have some events that have attraction for people, even though they're very different. Did you know we have a client event guide?
No, I have no idea.
So if do you ever go on our platform?
Yeah,
Are you,
always
No.
Compass.
always Compass platform, but you don't go on the Shirag Shah coaching platform?
I went to your platform, but I haven't seen this. I'm still trying to understand the platform. Even I want a script for this. Is I wanted to ask you end of this session, but because you brought it up, I want a script for the when I do a presentation for the seller, for the buyer, and also the conflict regarding the buyer signing the buyer agreement. I was looking for a script so that I can read it, not a video. I want a script to read it.
Okay.
I'm still figuring out where can I find them.
Okay, got it.
Show me that.
So, yeah. So there are scripts here and there. There's a couple of different places for different kinds of scripts. But if you go on our website and you just search client event playbook or just search event, it should pull up this particular document. And this document has a lot of information on planning different types of events, understanding who to plan it for, what kinds of events, see family fun day, family photo shoot, VIP client dinners, end of the year client appreciation event, etc. So some of these events might be quite good for people from different cultures, or some might be good for people who are not from different cultures. Not sure. But anyway, this particular book gives you some ideas on when to do different events and how to do them. Actually, just planning every single one: a family fun day, a family photo shoot, 21 plus events, VIP client dinner. All the stuff is written right here as a starting point for you. So you should definitely look up that document and take a look through and see what seems comfortable for you. Most people who do events feel comfortable with a certain kind of event as opposed to another. Some people are comfortable to just arrange something at a restaurant. And all you do is you show up and you be the host and everyone has a wonderful meal and they go home and that's it. Other people prefer to do something in their home, maybe invite people over and have them over for a couple of hours and you have some drinks and you have some snacks or something like that. Lots of different types of events. Another one you could do, for example, is a family photo shoot. In that case, it's pretty easy. You just hire a photographer and a place to do it, and then you send out the invitations. And as the people sign up, you can be there to greet them and you can say, it's so wonderful, I'm so happy to meet your family, something like that. So things like that can be done. Some of them cost more money, some of them cost less. But events are one of the best things you can do for serving clients because for two reasons. One, it's face-to-face. And face-to-face connection is always the most valuable in building or maintaining the relationship.
Yes, correct.
And secondly, there are times where you can bring people together for an event where they meet somebody that they don't know already. And they'll be thankful to meet that person. And they'll remember that you brought them together with that person. If, for example, you had a Wines of the World event and you knew someone who's a wine store, and you say, I want to plan a Wines of the World event, and it'll be an international kind of a theme. And so I want to invite all my international clients from different places, and I would like to serve some different wines from different parts of the world. Maybe some from Europe. Maybe there's one in Egypt. I don't know. Maybe there's one in East Asia. Maybe there's one in South America. You could have wines of the world and people of the world. And if people get together and they start talking with each other and someone from Egypt meets somebody that you know from Japan, let's say, and they have an interesting conversation, they will remember after that that you brought them together. And so there's lots of good reasons to have events as part of your post-sale relationship building. That's an important one. Let me ask you, you said before, Jermaine, that you you have a plan, you have an idea, all you have to do is push the button to send an email, and you don't sometimes. And
Always, not sometimes, always.
always, okay. And so what is it that you believe stops you from pushing that button? If you already have an intention, you say, I want to do this, and all I have to do is push a button, but I don't. What's stopping you?
I think I don't put it in my agenda.
Okay,
Put it in my things to do.
sure.
And maybe in the beginning I need help to find where is the action plan, where is the emails, where is the everything. So it will be part of my routine.
Yeah.
It's not part of my routine. Part of my routine, I wake up and I write things to do. I need to call the customer. I need to finish the closing. I need
Yeah.
these things. I love to do it.
Yeah.
But I go to FaceTime and I put post or answer comments. It's
Yeah.
not. I was looking for somebody to do this for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can hire somebody or but how much it will cost? Who's doing that? I don't have an idea.
Yeah.
If I can find someone can do this part, I have a lot of ideas because I'm from a marketing and advertising background.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of ideas and I can develop new ideas and I can create a lot of ideas, but I'm not good in execution.
Yeah. Got
I
it.
don't like to execute, but I love to do ideas.
Yep. Got it. Thank you. Good morning, Rob. Glad to have you with us. So, from my perspective, there's really two parts of this process to be successful. First is to have a plan, and second is the execution.
Yes.
And, if you don't have a plan, then it's never going to be organized and structured, and you'll probably miss a lot of opportunities. On the other hand, if you have a plan, but you don't execute, you still get no benefit from it. And so, what I hear when most people tell me that they have a plan, but they don't follow through, what I often find is they're always scrambling every day to cover whatever it is they're doing. So they never get around to the things that are not necessary today, right? It's on the to-do list, but they don't have to do it today. They could do it tomorrow. They could do it the next day. So it keeps getting backed up and
Yes.
never gets done. Or there's some kind of an idea in their mind that is actually stopping them from doing it, but they're not really aware that that's what's happening. For example, I've had many agents tell me, I know I should reach out to somebody, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, how will this person react because I haven't called her in a long time, or I haven't called him in a long time.
Correct.
And so there's a little like a belief or an idea in the back of our mind that's actually stopping us from doing it. And we may not be aware of that, but we say, well, I'll do it one of these days when I'm ready, when I feel more comfortable or something. But that day never comes because we always have this idea in the back of our mind that she might not want to talk to me, or I might be catching her at a bad time and she doesn't want to talk, something like that. But if you think about it from another point of view, you've built such a great reputation and relationship with that person when you were working together. Almost certainly they do want to hear from you. And almost certainly they would love to hear your voice, even if it's been a while. Now, Shirag said something on Tuesday's call. Jermaine, were you on Tuesday's call?
Unfortunately not. I was on Monday,
Okay.
but not Tuesday. I missed it.
Okay, so when you have a chance, you should go back and listen to it if you can. He mentioned two things that might be useful to you. One was he mentioned a schedule. He mentioned a simple schedule for what you can do to set up calls for clients after the close. And you don't have to follow his schedule. You could use it as a starting point and you could change it the way you prefer. But he lists 3 or 4 different types of calls and connections that you can make with the person. Second thing was he talked about a nice little trick, which is if you haven't talked with someone for a long time, one easy way to make a connection with them is to go online and look at their social media postings. And then before you call them, just scroll through whatever it is they posted and then pick out one thing that stands out for you. Maybe their child just had a birthday yesterday. They showed the birthday party. Or maybe they just went on a trip to Italy or something like that. And then choose that as the subject for your conversation. Hi, Susan, it's Jermaine. It's been a while since we've been in touch. I've been thinking about you lately. And I noticed yesterday you mentioned that you did this trip to Italy. That's so wonderful. Tell me about it. Or, gosh, I've never been to Italy. Everyone says it's so wonderful. How was your trip? And immediately she would love to talk more about something positive in her life at that moment.
Correct.
So it's relatively easy to do, but you need a plan. Again, You can't have it on your to-do list. It has to be actually time blocked in your calendar. The problem with a to-do list, the good thing about a to-do list is it identifies priorities. The bad thing about a to-do list is it doesn't have any relationship to time. And so if we only work off of a to-do list, then we're always going to have the question of when to do something. And of course, that means that the high priorities will generally get done first, and lower priorities will keep getting pushed back. And if we find that the lower priorities, number 5 through 10 or 10 through 15, never get done, that's a weakness in our business, unfortunately. And so the benefit of a calendar, of course, is calendar doesn't tell you about priorities, it just tells you about time. Now, if you put those two together, then anything that's on your calendar is a priority.
Yes.
And so if you work with a calendar and a to-do list, the to-do list can always go onto your calendar. And if everything on your to-do list goes into your calendar, then you've got it. All you have to do is follow the calendar, which I know is sometimes hard because something comes up and there's a last minute, issue or something like that. But generally, many people find that it's very useful to have not just the to-do list, but to have the items scheduled. And then all you need to continue to focus on is when this thing says 11 o'clock, I need to make this phone call or do this thing, that you follow that. Of course, that's not 100% assured for anybody, but it is one way to take a step further than just using the to-do list. And so Chirag mentioned that on the call on Tuesday, and I agree with him completely on that. If you put something into your calendar and you say to yourself, if I do nothing else in my business, at least if I do what's on my calendar, I'll be in pretty good shape. And for many people, that's enough to get 70% of it done. And especially when it comes to lower priority items like contacting a client from a year ago or 3 years ago or 5 years ago, it's a way to ensure that you stay connected to those people. Rob, we've been talking about things that kind of get in the way of serving clients after the sale, especially with buyers, but any client really, because that's what Chirag was talking about on Tuesday. I'm curious how you feel about how you manage that. Do you feel like you are managing those relationships after the sale is completed to your own expectations or your own standards or not?
I think it's actually, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I am not great at it, but it is something that I've been trying to use the calendar more effectively. I used to use to-do lists, but what you were saying is you would push them off to the next day and then it would just keep getting pushed off. So
Right.
I did talk to my AEM earlier today about helping me set up action plans. And I've started doing that with people I've closed with recently,
Yeah.
so that it does automatically pop up on my calendar. This is what's required to happen today. And those are absolutes unless there's something crazy that occurs. So that's what I'm trying to implement and do a
Yeah.
better job of.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. The advantage you guys have at Compass is you have action plan capability, right? And you can work with your AEM to come up with an action plan for some part of your business at any time. And so if you do that, then again, it's only the question of, once you have the action plan and it says do this today, do you make sure you do it today? And some people are really good at that and some people are not so good at that. But the action plan is doable. The tools are there for you.
I have a
Hon.
basic question. Sorry.
Ah.
So the calendar. Oh, sorry. The action plan is always it's a problem for me. So which calendar do you use? You think it's very, very effective. So I have a calendar for my personal calendar,
Yeah.
and when it's Compass calendar.
Yeah.
Now, where's the Sharks, right?
Right.
Events.
Yeah.
How can I combine with them so I won't miss? I won't have to look at here, look at here, look at there. What tell me? Do you have anyone? So anyone has any good suggestions the when you use? And the second question, just before I forget. And like all the courses like Shrug providing,
Yes.
do we have all the recording in on our platform, and where to look? I tried to search, but it's not easy. So those are the two questions I have.
Okay, let me help you with both of those. First, regarding calendars. So there are many calendars out there that one can access for business. Many, many Compass agents and many, many of our clients simply use Google Calendar. It's free, it's easy, it's mostly intuitive. People find, many people find it's perfectly adequate and useful for their needs. How you can combine the different calendars is quite easy by using colors. So I'll show you my calendar, for example.
Okay.
Here's the calendar for this week. You can see some blue events, you can see some green events, and you can see some red events on Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, calendar, Google.
Oh, you see the color here? You can see the blue ones and the green ones. Those are different types of meetings and appointments that I have. And the red ones is a third category. So simply by using colors, you can differentiate what are your business events or requirements, what are your personal ones, and any other categories. There's many, many colors you can use. I think for most people, 2 or 3 colors is maximum, but it helps you understand immediately which events are for which part of your life.
So do you just combine automatically, like a Compass events will combine by clicking a button, or you just manually have to manually put it there into?
Yeah, so I'm not sure how the Compass ones the Compass ones, you should be able to link your calendar, your email address and your calendar, Zoom calendar, to those events. So if you sign up for a Compass event, it should come right into your calendar.
Yeah,
And that's what that should be happening with your CSC, your Shrag Shah coaching events as well.
Oh, really? So you're just using this calendar, Google Calendar, and then and through some methods, and then combine Shrug and combine Compass, right?
Correct. Yes, because if you're using the same email, if you attach your Compass email and your personal email to your calendar, then any event, especially your Compass one, then anytime you book Compass, it should know that that's where you want the invitation to go.
I see. Oh, maybe I'll get help from
Definitely ask for help for that, because it's not difficult and a lot of people are doing it and it's working very easily for them.
Cool, thank you.
It's
Now,
easy to do it. He did it for me. They did it for me in 1 minute. They
1 minute.
They combined all the calendars so that in one calendar I can see everything.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Just
The
give them a
admin
call and
people,
they will
right?
do it for you.
Yeah, okay. The manager, okay. Thank you so much. I'll reach out to them. And then second, yeah.
All right. So
One
let
thing,
me,
David,
go ahead, Rob.
ask a question. When you create tasks in the our CRM platform,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
They don't automatically show up on the calendar. Is that correct?
I believe that's right. I'm not an expert on that stuff. You're definitely better off with asking your AEM about that, or your manager, because
Okay, because I know
like you guys do.
like I'll check with them, but it seems like this morning there were 8 tasks that popped up for me to take care of, but you don't see them on my Google Calendar, which has the other things. So I guess you just check them off through the platform.
Well, correct. A lot of people don't use the platform. They don't use the calendar. They just use the platform. And if you really are religious about setting up all of your action plans, then you don't need a calendar in a sense.
Right.
Now, what Hannah's talking about is combining her business activities with personal ones. And so that might make sense for a Google Calendar in that case. But if you're strictly...
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Yep. The Compass platform is set up to be all you need. But not everybody wants to work that way, for sure. Okay, there's a couple minutes left. I wanted to just make sure we got to Han's second point about the platform. So let me pull up the platform here. So when you open the platform, you come to this home page, right? This is the basic page that you get to when you open the platform. If you want to see any of the old videos, every old video is available. We always post it within about 24 hours of the session, sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. Occasionally we have a problem with Zoom and there's some kind of labeling of the system of the calls within Zoom. Occasionally we're not able to post it and I'm not sure why. We're working on it. So not every video may be available, but basically 98% of the videos should be there for you. And so if you want to see an old video, it's very easy. Just go to sessions and events over here on the left, click on it, and it'll pull up the upcoming events. See how it says upcoming events here in the middle? And it'll list all the events coming soon, right? With the date, the title, and you can add it to your calendar quite easily there.
Is there any way I can add all of them? Because I add one by one. Is there a way to add the month?
This has been a discussion in the past. We had other people, we used to have that, and other people complained that they had too many events in their calendar and they didn't want to attend them all. So we changed it, unfortunately. So now you have to select the ones that you're most interested in. If you're interested in all of them, then I'm sorry, just go through and click them all for the next month or so. It should only take a couple of minutes. If you want to see the old videos, you have to click here on past events.
Oh, okay.
And then it's going to list all of the past events, again, going backwards in time. So here's Chirag's from last Tuesday. Here's Chirag's from last Monday. Another one from last Monday. Another one from last Monday. Here's mine. Or actually, Kate was doing this one.
Nice, nice.
So everything is there, and you can just click on it to view it. It'll just pull it up. Oh, this one's not showing for some reason. I'm not sure why that one's not showing. Okay, if when you click on it, it'll show the video right here. You can just play it. I'm not sure why this one.
In the future, is that possible that if any missing ones will be added? If possible?
Yes, we're working on posting anything that's missing. Unfortunately, I can't say when Zoom is going to kind of straighten that issue out. I'm really not sure. I'm not a tech person, honestly.
Okay.
So
Can you try another one, because I had the same problem? Can you try any other one if it will come?
Yeah, you try. Yeah, I have tried in the past. They just don't come up.
Yeah. So there it is. Yeah. So when they do come up, they should be right there.
Okay.
You can see the video.
Oh, wonderful.
So if it's not showing now, if it's one you really want to see, then just make a note of the date and you can come back and try again. But honestly, there's some problems with Zoom stuff. And, they've changed their software a bit. They've changed the categories of clients and customers that they serve. And it's caused some problems for us and probably other companies too. So I'm sorry for anything that doesn't show.
Like the ones like live role play that everything should, right?
That's always been our policy, is we want everything to be available for you. So you can go all the way back and it's all there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Look forward to the all, but I'll start from the ones that are available. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you for being with us today, everyone. Nice to see you. Yes, Jameen, something else?
Can you show us the scripts? Can you find the scripts?
Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can find the script in here. So the best way to search in here, just look for, if you want sellers for scripts, just put in sellers. Let me show you how this looks. So anytime you want to search for something, just go up to the top here into the search bar and just put in a word, sellers, buyers, whatever, and various things will come up. So if you just put in sellers, for example, let's see what happens. Sellers, the system, complete guide to working with sellers. So there you go. Look in there, see what you can find. There's some videos on sellers, Med C for sellers, 7 keys to effective conversations with sellers, 5-star luxury experience, post-closing actions, negotiation strategies, compass technology, communicating value. That's about your value.
I don't think if you click any one of this is join or add to calendar, but you will find the video.
Yes, so you'll find the video, but any documents that are associated with that video will also be listed there. So for example, let's say I go to
click any one, please. If you click any one.
So let me see what happens if we click on there. Find your value proposition.
You will find the video. Okay.
Yeah, the video is there, and if there is some kind of a document, the document will also be listed there.
Is it in under category or what? Where is the
it'll be in the same place right here next to the video. So if he presented a slide deck, for example, with the video, then the slide deck will be there as well. So if he has like some kind of like scripts or something that is part of his presentation, the slide deck will be right here as well, and you can download the slide deck.
Okay.
So-
Is there an app for this website or not? I can so that I can see it from my app.
Yes, you should be able to see it from your app. Yes, from your, you should see it on your computer or your phone. It should all be there.
But
These are
this is not an app. I should go to Safari and I put the website, right?
That's what I do. Correct. Yes. Yes. It's
So
community.
it's not an app. It's not an app you download it from the phone.
Correct. Correct. It's on your phone, but it's not a separate app. That's correct. You're going to the website and you're signing in. Correct.
Okay. Okay. So that I sign in through my.
So the script.
Yeah.
So the scripts are just normally aligned with the event or the session, right?
Correct.
Right. If you
That's correct.
let's say you want to search for scripts, always you have to say what for what, right?
Yeah. Let's see if we see
And-
something. Scripts. You know, the thing is that it searches according to the title of that document or that video. So if the
Right.
word script is in the document or in the video, it'll find it. Scripts and dialogues.
Oh, scripts, yeah. Or
Agent to agent scripts, agent to buyer scripts, agent to seller scripts. So there you go. So just by searching scripts, it pulls up this information.
that's just really wonderful.
So
The last
Yeah.
thing I suggested, David, if you can, the script, if they can say it, so that while you are doing something, you hear the script.
yes.
This it will be wonderful.
Yep. I understand.
But
Okay.
while we are driving for 1 hour, so that I can hear all these scripts all over 2, 3, 4 times, it will stick in my mind. That
All
would
right.
be
Got
great.
it. Yeah. I will mention that to Shirag and the others. I'm not sure how much of that we've done, but that makes sense to me, especially when you're in the car. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, everyone. Yep. Nice to see you today. And next week, Kate will be with you on Wednesday.
Okay,
Thank you so much. So helpful.
Glad to hear it. Okay. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.